Greetings, friends! Welcome back to Keepers of the Crypt, our Tales from the Crypt podcast that delves deep into the dungeon of horrifying delights that Tales from the Crypt always had in store for us. Welcome, Tales, to the modern era. Now that you are on Shudder, you're officially on streaming now. You have entered modern society. We are pumped to be rewatching this show and watching all the people who are finding it for the first time have that same glorious experience we had when we were young. We're so pumped to be doing a show that gets to relive these memories and talk about the glory that is Tales from the Crypt. Before today's amazing episode, a little bit of business. People, please find Misfit Parade on YouTube. That's our channel. You can find this podcast and our sister podcast and our short films. The sister podcast being the Messed Up Movies podcast. If you're a Tales from the Crypt fan, if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, it is guaranteed that you like messed up storytelling, right? That's what we talk about on the Messed Up Movies podcast. So again, if you could go find Misfit Parade on YouTube, subscribe to that channel, help us grow, help us support that show, that would mean the world to us. You can also find the Messed Up Movies podcast and Keepers of the Crypt wherever you like to find your podcast, whether that's Spotify, Apple, wherever, we will be there. Anything you can do to help out, ratings, reviews, share one of the episodes, that stuff helps guys like us out a ton. We thank you in advance. We find ourselves today, season 2, episode 11. Judy, you're not yourself today. A housewife stressed out by her husband's reckless behavior welcomes an elderly cosmetic saleswoman into her home, only to discover that the old hag, Jesus, has another more devious motive. They were not always the nicest talkers back then. This episode is directed by Randa, Haines, written by Scott Nimmerfro, starring Frances Bay, Carol Kane, Brian Kerwin, and of course, John Kassir as the Crypt Keeper. What this episode has going for it is just the weird components of this episode. There's a lot of fun and bizarre choices this episode makes in what would otherwise be a totally forgettable episode of Tales from the Crypt.
Right.
It is fun. The characterization is very strange and leaves room for some fun conversation.
Yeah, it's a bit ham-fisted, not necessarily in a bad way. It's definitely a downturn from the last episode that we had. Like
the last episode is like
such a high
an
bar,
all-time top 10 episode of Tales from the Crypt. It's not a fair comparison.
And it's a hard to follow, but even this, I feel it's still an okay episode. It's still not anywhere close to the expectation of that set. But anyway, so this one is directed by Randa Haines. I don't know anything about her. I don't know if you know anything. But has one of my favorite character actors, Carol Kane.
Yep.
Who's fantastic in this. Like, she's in The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt now. She was the ghost of Christmas Past in Scrooge. Always kind of plays a similar character with her voice, but always love watching her. But yeah, this one, the first thing that kind of stands out is like, it's weird that the
Happy Gilmore's grandma's in it.
That's right. That's where she's from.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I was wondering where the hell I'd seen her before.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this one almost kind of, like the production value even kind of like noticeably goes down. Like just,
I don't know about that. It's just, essentially this is an episode where there's a gun fanatic husband, a traveling jewelry saleswoman who sells this amulet necklace of
she sells
unfathomable power.
She sells makeup, but lets her try on the jewelry.
Right. She's selling makeup and then just lets people have her expensive jewelry.
Right.
These dumbasses just think that's a normal thing. If someone's giving you jewelry for free, we should tell the story.
What story?
Of our night out at the gay bar.
Somebody gave us jewelry? Oh, you did get free jewelry. Dude, you're going to get body switched at some point.
Dude, I don't know what happened. So we were out drinking. We met our friends out at this German pub, Rathskeller, right? To see like a Stevie Ray Vaughan cover band. Very weird setup for a cover band, right? You just want to listen, to a guy solo who's not as good as Stevie Ray Vaughan.
For cheap, when you have good beer and a good environment. Yeah, it was a fun night. Don't let him undersell.
If you're a cover band, don't pick the guy who only shreds on a legendary level. Pick the Beatles who do like 4-chord songs you can play. Neither here nor there.
They did a good job. It was a good show.
They did not. But that's fine. That's just a hard one to choose, right? Like if
it's
I'm
a high bar to set.
Yeah. If I'm pretending to be a Harlem Globetrotter, I'm not going to be like, I'm LeBron James. I'm going to develop my own character that I can do. I can stay in my own zone. Neither here nor there. We're out drinking. And as I often do, like, my memory's gone. Apparently, we met his aunt and uncle, our friend. There was a whole bar in between that I have no recollection of. Was just being a fucking madman.
Oh, yeah, we were at an Irish pub.
Yeah, we went to this gay bar, right? Because we wanted to dance, I guess. I'm not sure how
your neighbor, it was at his request.
Right, he wanted to go dance. So we're like, we're
Right.
going to go dance. So he's about 6'6" or 6'7". I'm 6'1". So we're pretty tall. So the only thing I remember is dancing in this crowd that is so fucking thick and hot and sweaty. And my buddy said that when I get really drunk, my face sags and I look like Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. I look like I'm staring at people like I'm going to fucking eat them.
I don't know about that, but
Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna
you
kill
do
them.
get, what's that actor's name?
What's his fucking, god damn it. Why can I not think of his name? It's going to drive me nuts. I'll think of it in a minute. But yes, my face sags into this kind of caveman serial killer face. And so he was like, yeah, no one was really talking to you. They just kind of gave you a little bubble, right? So you could dance in your own bubble. And that was it. We just drank and danced and didn't talk to anyone.
You just had party repellent all around you.
Yeah, at the end of the night, I remember I ate 3 gyros and went to bed. The next morning, Amy wakes me up and she goes, Josh, we have to talk. I trust you, but we have to talk. I was like, this is not good. She brings my Chuck over, and all my Chucks have been tied since the day I've owned them. I've never untied them or retied them. On my Chuck Taylor, in the shoelaces, someone had tied a gold engagement-style ring, so it was just looped in the loop of my shoelace. And I just go, this is going to sound weird, Amy, but I seriously have no fucking idea what happened.
And that clearly
And I was like, also, if I had had an affair, I wouldn't have kept a trinket ring on my shoe. Like, I'm being set up. So I text all of you guys.
I remember getting the text.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, this is witchcraft. And I do remember you Googling and saying, it could be street magic.
Yeah,
and you sent me a YouTube video and I almost threw my phone.
And if you're paying attention to some of our previous episodes, I do love street magic. So.
You think everything's street magic. But yeah, somehow someone fucking got a ring on me.
That took some effort.
And I am kind of a bull in a china shop when I'm pretty drunk. So that's like a dangerous thing to just try to like slide it on my foot when I'm in motion. So I still don't know what happened. I think my kids stole the ring, so we could be a cursed family already.
Yeah, we may just waiting for that Griffey, you're not yourself today.
Yeah,
moment.
dude, but this is a lesson for you kids. Don't take free jewelry. It's always a curse.
Yes.
There's no time where you get free jewelry where it's not a curse. Weirdly enough, for Film Alchemist, there's this one company that has asked us to be like sponsors for them. Like they want us to be like influencers for their company.
Are they a jewelry company?
It's a jewelry company.
Nope. Don't
and
do
I was like, me and Alex are about as unfashionable. Alex is kind of a fashionable guy. But I was like, we are not like jewelry influencers. And I was like, this is fucking witchcraft for sure.
Unless they make a promise saying they will protect you from ever.
It's the warlocks coming to get our ass. And I was like, no.
If it's an ancient Aztec piece of jewelry that's a protection charm,
That's
then
right.
take that one.
I can get a wish out of it, and I'll make a damn better wish than we saw. But yeah, so kids, before we start this episode, so we just ramble on, don't take jewelry. And what I'm actually thinking now, my new conspiracy is that you actually street magicked me. And you're trying to keep your illusion safe, so you're not telling me.
That would be, one of a...
Did you street magic me at the gay bar?
That would be a great way to do street magic. If just get people so drunk they don't know what's going on. Be like,
So you
magic!
practice. Did you street magic me
I
at
did
the
not
gay
street
bar?
magic you. I swear I did not street magic you.
Mostly believe you. There's no better solution.
I would be proud of that trick if I was able to street magic you.
Right. I mean, someone had like a moment with me.
Somebody had a prolonged amount of time with you.
I was blacked out, so like God only knows what happened. And again, when I'm in blackout, I look scary.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had to be down at your foot level because they put something on your shoe.
I doubt they were like a foot tall.
No, but somebody had to like crouch down.
Like that Stephen King short film in that movie Cat's Eye, where the little trolls.
Yeah, that's what you had. A little tiny like gremlin just ran out and put a ring on your shoe.
But in this episode, the jewelry lets the older woman transfer her consciousness into the other woman's body.
Right.
Because she's sitting there and she essentially does the Al Pacino and she's got a great ass, right? And takes over her body, runs to the train station. She's chain smoking. She's ready to live life, right? Going to Vegas. Pretty like forgettable kind of Tales from the Crypt stuff, right?
And
we've seen a lot of this. What is interesting, the husband character is such a bag of conundrums.
What do you mean?
And things that do not add up. Because he's an absolute obsessive gun nut.
Right.
Right? It seems like the show's making fun of people who were obsessively gun nuts.
Oh, I do appreciate some of the commentary.
There's a guy who's
that
trying to
make,
sign like a "we don't want guns" thing,
Right,
and he's actually pointing a gun at his wife and dry firing.
He points a gun at him first, and then is like, "See, it's fine." He turns and just pulls the trigger on
dry
his wife.
fires at his wife, which
Like,
no one who knows anything about guns do you ever just
Right.
dry fire at people to fuck with them.
Yeah, he's like a typical middle-aged gun nut who treats a gun like a toy and not
but
an
a
actual
rich
weapon.
gun nut, right? Who's just
he has
doing
a gun,
it
because he goes to the gun club. He kisses his gun.
It's very weird.
Yeah,
it seems like they're making fun of him.
Oh, they're definitely making fun of gun culture for sure. In this episode.
Until
That's pretty blatant.
everything they do for the rest of the episode is telling us that he's right.
No, I don't agree with that.
So with his gun, even though he's a terrible shot, he's able to fucking shoot the woman so she transfers back to the body.
He only is able to shoot her.
He saves his wife. He saves his wife.
So
that's an indisputable fact of the episode.
At that moment, he saves her.
Okay, but that's still a save.
But there's still the long...
If I strike out tomorrow, but I hit the game-winning home run tonight, that's still a game-winning home run.
It's more of if you hit the game-running home run, found out you were taking steroids, and then they take your win away from you.
Right? It's not more noble if he strangles the old woman to death.
Well, again, so that episode where he shoots and kills, let's put that a little bit more context.
He shoots every bullet in the chamber all over the house.
In a closed closet. There's a frail old woman locked in the closet.
Magical monster.
Frail old woman that is locked in a closet, and you've
an
got
old ass swamp thing in his
closet. And you got typical big tough Midwestern dude with his guns.
That's an LA dude. That's an LA 1%er dude. Yeah. He is not one of us.
That's true. He's a rich guy who pulls all of his big toughness from his guns.
Right.
And as soon as there's a frail old lady locked in the closet,
a magical creature of soul absorption.
He screams like a high-pitched scream and just starts not even looking at the closet.
You were going to say screams like a girl, weren't you? You son of a bitch.
I am checking myself.
You are like the writers of this show where you're against him, but you're letting him win.
He turns away and just blind
just say
shoots
he
in the door.
Screams like a bitch because men are bitches too.
Sure, we'll say that. He's terrified of whatever's in that closet, even though it's a frail old woman and
who could steal his soul.
He doesn't. Well, okay, I guess he does know that at this point. But
I wouldn't wrestle a woman who could turn me into her old body and then kill me with my giant body.
He won't even look at the closet. He's just ducking behind a wall and just blind shooting into a closet.
Imagine your day if all of a sudden you would realize that this kind of magic was real and had eaten your wife's soul. That would be fucking horrifying.
Yes, but at the same time,
so she's I
would recognize at that moment that I'm not as tough as I thought I was 10 minutes ago.
Here's what you're doing, though, because I'm laying out a case and you're trying to refute it, but you're not looking at the facts.
No, I'm acknowledging you have some truth there.
Yes, he screams. Yes, he's a bad shot. He kills it, and then he's like, "Oh, that was awesome!" And he's stoked he killed this lady.
After the fact, but he was
None
a huge
wuss. What the episode's
telling
telling us, he, just by nature of having a gun, even though he's bad at it, even though he's a poser, he saves the fucking day. He saves the day
in that moment
with his gun.
And he eventually ruins the day.
Here's the other thing the episode does twice, because this character seemingly is written for us to just hate. So not only does he save the day with his gun, twice he's able to fool the old witch into revealing herself with his fucking cleverness, right? That the body's got cancer, which is a great moment. So that's what transfers out of the wife, right?
That was a clever trick.
Somehow she can't transfer back, maybe because they can't see each other, whatever it is. But she transfers... Anywho, however that magic works. She transfers out and is stuck in the closet because she thinks the body has cancer, right?
Which, by the way, is
the
an interesting
second
point.
One,
the guy
pull my jag around, honey. And she's like, okay. And he's like, we don't have a jag. So he's twice outsmarting this woman who's been around for, who knows, hundreds of years, right? The episode also specifically says the husband saved the day, but the woman is so vapid and hollow and shallow that she reopens the fucking vault to put on the cursed necklace. She can't not be beautiful and draped. Like it's the fucking worst game of Pretty Pretty Princess ever made.
Yeah.
Which I'm awesome at that game,
That's
by
not
the
a
way.
great message in the show. No.
So all they do is shit on women and let this guy be right. And then at the end, he is destroyed by his own gun.
That's fair. So, but circling back, though, it's interesting because the moments, though, that the guy actually has moments of, like, you know, true victory is when he's clever. Not when he's waving a gun around.
Right.
When
but he's also a shitty husband who doesn't deserve his wife.
Right. He does treat us. I mean,
but this
anybody who, like, points a gun at their wife and pulls the trigger
should not have that lady.
Right.
That's
like instant divorce right there.
No doubt about it.
But
no doubt about it.
But yeah, and then like though he does, like, you know, where's the jag? Like, he tricks her, he shoots the witch. But as the witch is dying, they
bury
bodies.
the body in the basement. The witch is in
at
their
the
basement.
first time he shoots her, they bury it in the basement, which is a little part where we go back to, like, I'm like, this doesn't make a huge amount of sense in that sense, because when the witch transfers her body into the other person and they get switched back, like, she dies permanently. I would have figured the witch, when she was buried in the basement, she just would have been dead at that point, not like living indefinitely.
It seems that her soul was transferred into the amulet that was then pulled. Again, the magic logic is... I listen to a great podcast called Imaginary World sometimes. I feel like it hasn't been good in a long time because he's running out of topics. But when it was good, it was great. And he talks to these people that, like, their whole thing is thinking out how magic would actually exist in a world, right? And one of his examples was the magic in Harry Potter is so dumb and none of it makes sense.
In what way?
Right? So, like, why are there, like, you know, all these services of transportation when people can just teleport around like we see in Fantastic Beasts and later on, right?
Why do they have a train to Hogwarts?
How could the world exist when we know that any fucking, like, 8-year-old could make a potion and take over someone's identity for an hour? Right? There would be, like, this onslaught of, like, wizard rape and fucking identity theft.
Well, I mean, the books kind of actually clarify that a little bit.
They don't. Like, I've read all the books, right?
No, they
also, the fact that Dumbledore, he puts in the hands of children the most powerful artifact that's ever talked about in Harry Potter, which comes back in the play that they wrote after the movies, right?
Which one?
The Cursed Child.
Which artifact?
Where he can just teleport around in time and alter any fucking thing he wants.
The time turner.
So
that's
in
not
a world
you give to a kid.
With the traveling, the port keys, and the fucking identity theft, and the fucking time travel, like, there's no way that the world of that story can exist as constituted if you actually think it out. Right? The magic is written in a way that doesn't exist in its own realm. So shows like this, I do not hold it against them.
Sure, fair
enough. The magical logic is not that ironclad.
I'm asking too much. I get it.
Right.
But again, no, going back to when he shoots the witch and the witch transfers body and his wife ends up being the one who gets shot, he's still, like, in the moment, like, trying to hold on to that love of his gun, knowing his gun is what just killed the thing that's supposedly supposed to be the most important thing in his life.
And
he's like sitting there, like, doing, like, yippee-ki-yay stuff with the gun while his wife is dying.
What the episode told us is that it's not his gun that killed her, right? This was what killed him in the King Kong movie. 'Twas beauty killed the beast.
Or beauty, right.
That's what killed her. 'Twas beauty of the amulet that killed the beastly wife.
I saw it, like, as, like, more him just, like, being conflicted of, like, was this gun actually worth having? Because it took my wife from me.
He saved his wife the first time, right? He didn't leave her, whatever.
She was already saved. The woman was locked in the closet. She wasn't going to do anything.
She was going to get out and have a powerful amulet of soul swapping. She clearly
wasn't. She was banging on that door. She couldn't get out of there.
Well, eventually, she was going to get out.
Call the cops.
If she opens the door, she's coming out fucking full magical force flailing.
She apparently couldn't open that door.
Because it was locked. I understand.
Exactly.
I'm saying that the magical logic doesn't make sense. He saved the day.
I don't think she's as powerful. She has
by technicality.
She has an enhanced jewel, and that's the only power.
Well, she's not now. She just used it to transfer. Maybe like 2 hours from now, she's back to full power. You don't know.
That's true. There's a lot of unknowns.
What I'm saying is
a lot of assumptions.
And this is the only thing that makes this episode kind of fun to me. Is this character at the middle makes no fucking sense. This guy that all they do is insult and tell us he's a dipshit. But yet they so fucking underplay the women characters and their agency in the story. They are inadvertently saying the guy that they seem to hate is right. And he gets kind of killed by his own gun in the end. But by that point, they've already done the narrative damage.
No, I mean, I feel like that's like it's more of the cosmic karma for him. Is like he just loves these things, these guns, so much. The
gun is not the point of that final scene.
I disagree.
That she had to fucking take that cursed amulet out of the fucking safe.
Right. That's definitely
thing should have been
the worst part
gone.
of that. Right. Like why
gone.
Why are you putting it in the
Why is the witch and the amulet in your basement, and why is the other end of that portal in your safe?
Right. Why didn't you just like go out and throw that in the middle of the ocean? Like that doesn't make sense. But again,
why can you
it's also not
resist, right? I mean, that could have been a magical urge as well.
Sure.
That makes it look like he is surrounded by fools.
But it does make
in the land of the blind, the man with one eye is king.
It does make her seem very like shallow and basic, though. The fact that she just cannot resist,
and all she does is just stay home and buy stuff, apparently, which he gives her shit about. It's very weird,
right? And she's very obsessed with like her physicality and like wants like the good lotions,
right,
and all that. So yeah, it's not. I mean, maybe it's actually like a commentary on the culture of the time, because
I feel like because they just did this one in the new Creep Show, right, where they did this thing about how hard it is for women to deal with the constant cream, and you can't age, you can't have wrinkles, and they did it in a way that made sense for women. This feels like a 90s guy written,
right?
Women are hollow, all they care about is their looks and stay at home while we do stupid shit.
Are you talking about the Cabinet of Curiosities one? Where it has
the one
where it has like the lotion girl that comes out of the bathtub.
Yes.
Yeah, that's from Cabinet.
Great episode.
That was a great episode. Especially
that's another one I want to do a mini series on. Badly.
That'd be easy
because it's only 8 episodes.
Right.
You knock it out in one weekend.
Yeah.
Great. That would make a great mini series.
Yeah.
But
I'm down to do that.
This has that real like 90s television housewife kind of thing.
Yep.
So again, I think the contradictions in this episode make it fun, because while you're watching this kind of empty story, you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What are they saying right now? Right?
It is an interesting reflection on the culture, on the people,
right,
on the mentality.
Right. And it seems like they had such a pointed place they wanted us to look, but they just didn't deliver.
Right. You're right. It's like somewhat incomplete and ham-fisted at the same time.
Right. But like shockingly interesting.
Yeah.
For what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
I can't place it.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute.
But
now that you're talking about it.
Yeah, not a great episode. Middle of the road, but kind of just weird enough that it's still a fun episode for me.
Right.
Right? This isn't one of those like absolute full misses.
And I don't wonder, like, at the time, was there a lot like that was like kind of pointing this stuff out about, various aspects of our culture?
Like vapid women?
Or like, just there's clearly a message about gun culture on this one. Correct?
But the weird one.
The
one that
maybe
he
in a
still
way that
saves
can be
today.
misinterpreted.
That even a strong man and his gun can't defeat a woman's greed.
I don't know if that was I don't know if that was the intent.
I didn't say that. The episode said that.
I don't know if that was the
greed
intent.
of your housewife can't. Even your Second Amendment can't protect you.
But like through like the 90s lens, if they didn't even realize that was the message they were sending.
That's what I mean. This reeks of rewrite to me.
Right.
Because there's something that they had in their mind with this opening gun nut thing. And by the end of the episode, you're like, the gun thing is so all over the fucking place.
Right.
I don't know what that's for.
Right. Which means that, to me, seems like it was something it wasn't 100% well thought out and done
this
today.
Is something we've seen like 6 times people who were in love coming back from the grave in Tales from the Crypt in only like 16 episodes so far. This felt like someone's opposite. Like, put a zombie in.
Right.
Right? Like, add a zombie, add a scary thing.
Have the bad guy come back from the dead and put the loved one in the grave.
Yeah, what if this reeks of like could have been the guy actually did shoot his wife and then she comes back, but there's something off about this one.
Yeah.
Where it feels very disjointed.
Right.
But that makes it fun to watch.
Sure. Yeah, it started off as like a good idea. Wasn't 100% well thought out.
Right.
And maybe if redone today could have been a lot better.
Yeah, there's something about body autonomy that is interesting in the kind of Freaky Friday setup.
Yeah.
This one's not going that deep on anything. Like, it's a very surface level episode.
Which Freaky Friday are you talking about?
Every Freaky Friday story. It's about body autonomy, right?
Wasn't there like a horror version with
yes, it's called Happy Death Day.
No, not that one. Happy Death Day is the Time Warp
Oh, the one with Vince Vaughn. Yeah, it's God. Is that just called Freaky?
Yeah, it might be Freaky. Yeah,
It
it's
might
just
be
called
Freaky.
Freaky. That's what it is.
Where Vince Vaughn is a serial killer, and a teenage girl switches bodies
Yeah.
with him. Yes, that was a pretty fun movie. But that's it for Judy. You're not quite yourself today. A long-winded episode, middle of the road episode.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I'll always remember it for those odd segments of story that I think should have been something, but just never quite panned out. So that's it for us. I'm trying to think, did the Crypt Keeper do anything good in this episode?
I can't
Did
remember.
Crypty do anything in this episode? Oh, yeah, that's right. This is where he's doing the makeover at the start.
Oh, right. Yeah, he has the mask that he, like, pulls off his
Yeah.
face. And interestingly, I think they actually, like, tightened his skin maybe a little bit.
Right. He's getting kind of a makeover. Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing for him. Again, he's kind of just starting to come into his own still.
Right, yeah.
So not a ton of memorable segments yet.
He's starting to do the bit. I mean, they're like here and there would do bits. Yeah, now he's starting like every episode starting to do bits.
Right.
At the beginning.
That's right. All right, well, that's it from us. Thank you guys for joining us. We will see you next week with another hideous tale from the Grift. Until then, goodbye.
Have a good night, everybody.